Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about the development of design. You have been learned a lot of fabric weaving knowledge. Now is the time to practice what we learned. We need to make a fabric portfolio at last. Then how to produce a design? First, we need to understand basic woven fabric design and its visual effect on the actual fabric. Second is visualize different fabrics based on a given theme. Third, you need to combine woven design, yarns, and imagination to bring ideas to the paper. Fourth, transfer this combination design to the weaving machine for developed fabric. Last, you create a fabric portfolio with a story for each fabric. Now I will talk with this step by step. For the first step, understand basic woven fabric design and its visual effects on the actual fabric. You need to know the effects from the plan to the actual fabric. In this lesson, you know lots of basic patterns, and now you can weave some different basic patterns which you learn in the workshop to find out the effects. From this example, you can see this is a herringbone trill, and this is photo of the fabric of a herringbone trill. After you're making the fabric, you may think you can have a figure trill, then you need to figure trill in the plan first. So you need to know and clear the visual effect on the actual fabric. For the second step, visualize different fabric based on a given theme. When you have a theme, now you have a photo of a vase. What will come to your mind after you know the theme? I give you a few seconds to think about it. You may think about the pattern like honeycomb. You may weave a honeycomb with, or you may think, this is have a curved design here. Maybe you think a curved design. Or maybe you can to make a spot design for a shadow. You may think the shape like a circle. You can make a circle design on the fabric. Or you may think the function of the vase is putting flowers. You may make a fabric like flowers with different color of yarns. After you visualize a design, then you need to combine the woven design, yarns, and imagination to bring the idea to the paper. Before you make the fabric, you need to draw or write something to paper to give you some ideas to help you to make the fabric. First, you have the design, then you can combine with the yarns or other effects to give a new effect. For example, you can change the type of yarn, the color of yarn, and the different style fabric. How to produce the effects that you imagine? First, you can change the choice of color. Maybe about the contrast between the warp and weft yarn. Or maybe you can change the choice of pattern. How the pattern match the theme? Is this pattern is match the theme? You can think about it. And you can change the choice of the yarn. How the yarn to change the property or appearance? From this photo, you may want to use a fine yarn, or maybe you can use a thicker yarn to make a difference, or maybe you can use the thicker yarn to make the shadow. After you have all the ideas on the paper, then you can transfer the combination design to the weaving machine for developed fabric. After you have your design, you can book the workshop and try to produce the fabric. Maybe you find the product of the fabric is not matched that you imagined. Then you can directly change the yarn or use different color to find out the answer you want. Last, you need to create a fabric portfolio with a story for each fabric. After you make a series of fabric, you need to create a fabric portfolio with your theme and your design plan and the weaving plan and the fabric you make and the story about your fabric, where the ideas come from, how it inspired you, and you can also describe the weaving design, like what design you use. You combine the plain fabric and the true fabric, or you use the honeycomb fabric. So write something about your design and also give the information of the materials and machine, which machine you use and what yarn you use, what is the color, what is the material of this, is cotton or wool or is fancy yarn. Now we will look at an example together. A portfolio by a student before. The theme is ginger, and you can write something about this theme, why you choose the theme, and you can give some photo to let people know what is the theme about. And then you can make your fabric. This is a fabric, and write something about the pattern and about the story. And this portfolio also gives the photo about the theme. And you can see the weaving plan right here and the fabric. To improve this portfolio, you can add more about the yarn and the machine. Yes, it gives the needles and the pegs, but you can also give what type of machine is used and the color of yarn. What is the warp yarn, which is the weft yarn. You can add more information on it. And they have different fabrics, different sample, and you can write something about the applications too. Yes. Let's see. Yes. The fabric, and you need to make a jacquard fabric too. This is the end of this video. Thank you.